Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sarah Watches Jason's Replay, which I know is not technically the name of my channel, but I've done a couple of videos like this before, and he sent me another one that he really wanted me to watch and, I guess, commentate on. So I will watch this. I think if I remember correctly, this is a well, obviously this looks like a garrison. So he's got a couple halberd infantry, he's got a couple sword dudes, and then a couple spear dudes, and then some crossbow dudes, and then he said he spawned a lord, Boris, and then a regiment of renown. So up against Karakern, the dwarves, we've got dwarf warrior, great weapons, lots of regular dwarf warriors, a couple of miners with blasting charges, just regular miners, one thunderer unit, two quarreler unit, and a grudge thrower. So without further ado, I guess we'll just hop right in and see what happens with this. I mean, the fact that he's making me watch this, he had to have won the battle, I'm sure, but it's just, he named it close call, so I'm guessing that it was a close call. We shall see. I hate fighting settlement battle, or I guess this is technically a siege battle, but I avoid them at all costs. And this battle I probably would have just auto-resolved and lost. I wonder how long his reinforcements will take to come in. Although if it's the garrison, it shouldn't be reinforcement time, right? Okay. So let's pause real quick and just see what we've got to work with. Look at this massive, this is a massive settlement. This is so cool though. Like, just look at the detail. Like, you can tell this kind of looks like maybe a barracks. But it also, like, the architecture, the skulls. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I'm just marveling at all this architecture. This is, like, it looks like Empire architecture, but it could also be, like, Vampire Count. Oh, I know it is Empire because it's got, like, well, Bretonia also has this style of architecture, I think, because it's like French. Don't quote me on that because I don't really know. But it's just crazy to me because it's like, are there people living in all these buildings, and are they just like holed up inside their houses hoping that their people are able to defend the settlement? I mean, that's got to be what happens, right? But then you've got like a little camp right here. Target practice. Like, the level of detail just amazes me. Got like a little market over here. Are those balloons? I don't know how they're floating. They look like balloons, like homemade balloons. Hey, that's just really cool. Okay, so let's get to what you guys actually want to see, because I know it's not me just scrolling through the map. All right, so we've got a couple siege towers, which, dude, those are sick. I have never seen dwarf siege towers before, but that is wicked. That's so awesome. Okay, so you've got some coming from this direction. Looks like we've got two dwarf warriors in the siege towers, dwarf warriors, dwarf quarrelers in the back, and minor blasting charges. Looks like the bulk of the force is over here. Thunder's out front with the warriors and great weapons. We've got the miners blasting charges, quarrelers, and the grudge throwers, and then the Lord Alaric. Okay. So balance of power clearly in the enemy's favor. And then he's got his troops stationed back here. He's got his crossbowmen up here on the wall to shoot down. And he's got his spears stacked up, or his halberdiers, sorry. His halberdiers are out front, and then the swordsmen are behind. I don't know where the rest of his army is. Maybe he hasn't placed them yet, because I did pause right away. Unless he... Oh, no, he's got some down here on the walls. So he's got spearmen with shields, spearmen with shields. Alright, so let's see what happens. So he's got towers, and his towers are currently shooting at the siege towers, which are not really doing any damage. So that's unfortunate. The grudge throwers are trying to take down the walls. He's got a bunch of towers over here, which is handy. And then he is basically just waiting with the rest of his army for them to come up here. It looks like it's a pretty defensible setup for the settlement battle up here. Or for the, yeah, siege battle. Oh, he does have one unit over here. One unit of spear. This is the Regiment of Renown that was with his lord. Alright, so the quarrelers are now hitting these guys. They are shielded with silver, no, bronze. I hate the way they did this. Yeah. Oh, 60%. So is that gold? It's got to be gold, right? I can't even tell. It might be gold shields. I'm not sure. But they are taking some damage. Alright, over here, the ladders. Oh, the ladders have docked over on this side. So the dwarf warriors are going up the ladders here and engaging his forces while their quarrelers are shooting, which maybe we'll get some friendly fire with the quarrelers. I don't know. But it doesn't look good for this side because of the lack of defense. Alright, so he's got the sword guys, or the spear guys facing the other way, which I don't know if that's on purpose. The grudge throwers, okay, he's targeting the grudge throwers, which makes sense. So they should be taken out fairly soon. Meanwhile, the ladders are docking over on this side. And you've got a battering ram. Wish I could get a good glimpse of this. It looks like a pirate ship. Oh, the gates are broken. They are infiltrating. That didn't take long at all. All right, so he had them on that side to bring the spearmen down. All right, he's pulling them back. Over here, these spearmen are trying their best, but they are really not doing much other than just buying time, I think. Meanwhile, so he's pulling these spearmen back to here. Lost a victory point. His supplies are building up, so I think he'd want to build like a tower here or something. Maybe he's got towers he's building down this way. I don't see any though. I don't know where he is using his supplies at. I don't see anything under construction. The spearmen are getting away pretty cleanly. I don't know what the dwarves are doing because the gates are wide open and they're just kind of hanging out on the top. All right, this spear unit over here is fleeing. Those poor guys. They're like tier 9, the best of the best, and they couldn't hold against 4, 5 dwarf units. 6 if you count the 1, 7, I don't know. There's just a bunch of dwarves, so I can't blame them for running. But I don't think they're going to get away. They're just running back and forth, so that's great. Now, over here, we've got the Lord coming through. The rest of the army is just hanging out. And these guys are going through they're going on ladders when they could just go through the doors. I don't understand. Guys, why are you putting up ladders when the doors are open? You just walk through the doors. So, I don't understand that decision. Alright, spearmen are still trying to run away. Those guys are so dead. So dead. They got no kills. Aw, it's like insult to injury. Alright, so he's putting these guys in the front lines and going from the front lines to the front lines. That's lovely. Fantastic. Now, if I was the dwarves, you could probably find a different route. Oh, this is what he built. He built a barricade there. That was smart. I guess this is just aesthetic. You can actually go through here, which is a bummer. Alrighty, let's see here. The dwarves are making their advance. He has not built any towers that I can see. Oh, he is building a tower 4 here. He must have been saving up to get like the uber good tower. So that was good. These guys are being shot now by their own towers, which are controlled by the enemy. So I don't know what they're doing because they're just standing there. Oh, they rallied and he's just not doing anything with them. So they're just going to stand there and die. Lovely. In one of those moments where art does not imitate life because real dudes would not just stand here and get pummeled. But they're wavering again, so if enough of them die, they might try to retreat once again. Oh, and now the quarrelers are... So, okay, let's just look at this for a second. You cannot see them at all. How in the world are you able to shoot over the wall and hit your target? I don't understand. All right, you guys better flee. Also, maybe have your shields... I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. All right. This is where the real action's going to happen. Although, since it's the dwarves, it's going to take literal days for them to get here. So I wonder if I should fast forward as they all converge, losing victory points right and left. We've barricaded just about everywhere else that they can come so we can funnel them through this choke point. They're going to get peppered by the crossbowmen up here. And then hopefully the Lord and the spear guys can hold them off. He's got a pretty good tower here. Alright, so the crossbowmen have engaged. Ooh, look at that. They must... Well, they don't do armor piercing, but these are miners, so yeah, that makes sense. The miners are kind of not the greatest unit, so they're already pulling away because they've taken a lot of damage. Alright, now we're going after the Lord. Alaric. These dwarf great weapons are armor piercing. These guys are armored. This guy has a... Is that a gold shield as well? No, silver. Okay, I see, I see. This bronze shield. This is... silver. So these guys... No, I'm confused. Okay, I do see. These guys are bronze shield. These guys are bronze shield back here. Okay. Okay, so the great weapons are now going after the Lord. He is going to get swarmed, and Jason pulled him out here so that the crossbowmen can pepper the enemy while the Lord tries to hold them off in a bunch. Alright, he's pulling these guys down to flank. Okay, we lost our victory point. It's a good spot right here, but now you got quarrelers who, dare I say, was 176... 160. Okay, they do not outrange the crossbowmen. Just looks like they do, but they do not. So we could actually hit them. But he's focusing more on the blob and not so much on the ranged in the back. This unit is taking some leadership hits. Well, because they've taken quite a bit of damage. Alright, so the spearmen are holding them off. 3 kill. Oh, no, that's Alaric. He's killed 3 dudes. 5. None. Yeah, keep clumping them up. Alright, now we're starting to shoot at the back line. The Thunderers are what make me nervous, though, because they are armor piercing and guns, so they could cause some devastation. Looks like they are coming up this direction. I don't know if he wants to build a barricade. It's probably too late at this point, but they could. He could build barricades here and here to try to stave them off a little bit more. Alright, looks like they're trying to be smart and come up this direction. Which is not great because that means the choke point. He's going to lose the choke point. He's got enough supplies, so he could build barricades. But maybe these guys are just getting past him. Maybe he doesn't realize that they're coming up that way. The Thunderers are in range and shooting at the Lord, which I feel like they would potentially, I mean, realistically, they would 100% be killing their own dudes. Yeah, look at that. They're killing their own guys. Jason's probably just giggling with glee because they're just killing their own people. Like, I don't think they're really doing much to him. Yeah, these guys are routing because of their allies. All right, Jason, you got an issue coming around here. All right, so you're building a tower, but you're not going to have that tower ready. You should have maybe built barricades or something. I don't know. All right, so those guns are basically missing. Okay, that one unit is pretty bad. The others are not so bad. You've got quarrelers that are going to try to flank you. Although this blob is... I mean, these spearmen have been holding off this blob pretty good. The quarrelers are not armor piercing because this is not Thoric Ironbrow, so they have that in their favor. They're round in the corner. These guys are going straight for the victory point up here. Yeah. Really would have been nice to have Guilt defending this because he could just fly around and pepper them with metal spells. Alright, he's got his tower up, so these guys should hopefully start taking some damage. Oh, he's got guys coming around the back as well. I think he's losing some of the balance of power. I don't know if he's got anybody coming to... Alright, now he's moving these guys. Alright, he noticed finally that they're trying to come around the back. So, he's moving some of his swordsmen to the back. These quarrelers are almost gone. They're routing at least. The blob, though, I can't believe... Oh, this lord is trying to rout. But he's routing with the pack. He's running in the same direction as the enemy. That's not what you want to do, typically. Alright, so these miners are going to win and start taking on this victory location, which is not going to be great. Alright, so we've got our crossbowmen now shooting at these crossbowmen. You guys better hurry up and get in formation. Alright, so we're losing the victory. It's not good, it's not good. So far we have more victory locations, but this is a big one, so you better hurry up. Have you speed up just a little bit because I'm anxious to see it get into... Okay, we're taking it back. So the miners I'm not worried about at all. The Dwarf Warrior great weapons are armor piercing. The miners are also armor piercing, but... Which surprises me, but they're usually pretty weak compared to other units. Alright, so we still have a blob here, but this blob is very worse for wear. The Lord is really the only thing holding it together. We've got we've got Thunderers going after our crossbowmen who are now out of ammo, so they're heading into melee. The Thunderers have a lot of ammo left, which does not bode well. The Lord is routing, so everybody's kind of taking a leadership hit a little bit from that. If they can take care of this blob, that would be ideal, but crossbowmen and melee defense of 17 is not the best. Swordsman, alright, we got more great weapons coming in. Definitely balance of power has shifted in their favor. So, trying to watch all these different points. These dwarfs are just hanging on by a thread. And these halberdiers are doing their darndest. God bless you guys. You're hanging in there despite the odds being not in your favor necessarily. Alright, we've shattered one unit. That's good. But Alaric is still hanging in there, and these crossbows are just not cutting it because of the Thunderers. I think it's going to come down to this area. People are going to start routing. His spearmen are wavering. I think his lord completely routed, didn't he? I don't see him anymore. Did he completely run off the map? Alright, so these guys, the halberdiers that were in front routed. Now we've got just the one halberdier unit against Alaric and like, nice, 69. Alright, so this unit is almost gone. Almost gone. Just one more. Okay, so that unit, oh, one more dude. Alright, that unit's gone. So now it's just the Lord versus the halberdiers. Alright, now, oh, they got the quarrelers though. That does not, okay, he's got this spearman unit coming to take on the quarrelers. These guys are routing. Alright, well, how are we doing back here? These thunderers are, yuck. Alright, so we've just got a fight going on here. These dwarf warriors have got full health, but the tower is, we may be doing some friendly fire with the tower, but what can you do, really? Alright, so his quarrelers are recovering, but again, they don't have any ammo, so it's like, what are you really going to do in melee? Not much. No, if these thunderers shoot, theoretically, they would shoot their allies, right? Like, I feel like they are shooting their own dudes. Which is incredibly stupid. Yeah, I feel like they're 100% gonna just shoot themselves in the foot, literally. Alright, Alaric. What is he constructing here? What is this? Oh, is this... I don't know what this means. Is he trying to construct a barricade, but he can't because they're standing there? I don't know who's going to win that. I don't know if Alaric will pull it out or if the halberdiers will. This is really going to come down to the wire. The balance of power is shifting in his favor, in Jason's favor, though. The enemy troops only have just under 300. We have 400. Alright, let's speed this up just a little bit. Oh yeah, it's coming back. Look at that. Well, it's because the Thunderers are shooting their own guys. And Alaric is... he's dying, man. Those halberdiers are doing it. Alright, it's just about even. This is like fighting tooth and nail. No ammunition. Everybody get into melee. Pick up anything you can and fight. Oh yeah, there we go. Balance of power is shifted. Alaric is routing. Not broken. Okay, now I feel like it's going back just a little bit. Alright, it's going back to them. Oh, because our guys are routing. His thunderers are such a pain in the behind. Alright, everybody's coming back. Oh, but they're getting peppered by bullets. Alright, Alaric's back. He's coming into the fray. Bring everybody to the middle. This is the battle at Thermopylae, the last stand. Just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. Now it's on the enemy's favor. The Thunderers, I don't know what the heck they're doing. They're just gonna run and get hit by the towers, I guess. Alright, captured an enemy victory point. Oh, is it because they're capturing victory points? Must be. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. These poor halberdiers there. Oh, we're gonna lose this. Oh my gosh, they're causing them to rout. And the tower is the real MVP. So one's broken. Alaric is coming back and he's deciding he's just gonna come down here, I guess. Alright, so these guys are just gonna stay here. Yeah, shaken, damage sustained, very tired. Yeah, I don't blame you guys at all. I don't blame you at all. Alright, so that one unit is just running around trying to capture victory points back. Oh no, they're routing. Where? Where's their banner? Where's their... They got separated from their banner, I guess. Alright, Alaric is... I don't know what these guys are doing. They're just gonna get shot by this tower. Meanwhile, these halberdiers, man, they're just... Are they the only ones left? There's some questionable decisions on the AI's part for this. Because, I mean, your Thunderers are not doing you any good, just standing here getting shot by the tower. Same with Alaric, who's just running over the corpses of his comrades. Balance of power is now moving pretty okay, there you go. Wow. Wow. Is this literally the only unit left? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And Jason's like, no mercy. Hunt them down. Kill them all. 3 guys left. You can do it, towers. Wow. That was like the closest of calls. Oh my goodness. These poor guys got no kills, but seriously, like, jeez. The halberdiers, I think, this unit especially, this must have been the one I think that was left. I don't know, but wow. That was a pretty crazy fight. I would not have won that for sure. Nope, I would have lost that probably way earlier than he did, but I commend you, Jason. That was a good showing. So there you have it. Yet another Sarah Watches Jason's battle replay video. And if you want to see more, let me know. And maybe I'll just do more anyway. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope that you will join us for the next one.